Alright, we back at it again. Still looking rough, but y'all gonna grow with me, so we gonna make these videos every day. Real shit. Shit, I got shit laid on the bed. Fuck it, whatever. Real shit. Today was not that bad, man. I low-key went to look for a mechanic, but I live in a small town, so I was in a small town compared to small town folk people. That's like 15,000 people. But being from New York, yeah, I know that's it. Nothing. That's a block. Fuck. But no funny. Yeah, I try to look for a mechanic today. And them motherfuckers is not open on weekends. So I just wait till Monday, figure that shit out. Yeah, no funny. Life is good right now. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, perspective wise, right? You gotta look at life differently. Got the little Carhartt on, cause Minnesota cold. Cold like Minnesota, you feel me? Nah, we outside though, like, real shit, like, life is getting better. I just wanted to take today, kind of give y'all a rundown on my life, like, give y'all a rundown, like, how blessed I really feel, like, you know, I got out last year in May, and, last year was rough for me, I ain't gonna lie. 2021 was a rough year. I got out the Marine Corps, and, like, once you get out the Marine Corps, it's, like, kind of rough, man, like, a lot of people, like, they say re-enlist because, you know, you want to have safety and security and all that. And it's like you get so used to always having a check, always being good. But then in all reality, shit happens and it's like, damn, like, you know? And it's crazy because, like, people, like, all over me were like, damn, you're doing great. You're in the Marine Corps. Like, he's doing what he got to do. Like, if you accomplish, you know? Then when you get out, all of a sudden, it's like the real world hits you like a freight truck. Like, it's crazy. You know, like, I got out in May 5th, actually. Cinco de Mayo. And it's just kind of like, you know, all that stuff in Afghanistan happened. And I really had a breakdown. That shit really impacted me, man. Like, it felt like we went there for no reason. Felt like my man's died for no reason type shit. And it was rough. Like, I got out and I worked at this bakery. And I got out on a Monday, got back on a Monday, and I started working on a Wednesday at a bakery. And you know, in the Marine Corps, you don't really get paid that well. Like, in the military in general. Some people do, depending on where they at. Because, you know, they get per diem, whatever. But I was getting like a good $800 a check, and I just recently got NJP for some bullshit out there. So like 6 months before I got out, I was only getting like $350. It was bad. But yeah, every 2 weeks you would see like 800. NJP is when you get in trouble for some shit. Yeah, every 2 weeks you see like 800, and that doesn't seem too bad to other people, but to me, that coming from New York, coming from actually making money, like, it's kind of like, damn, like, this ain't nothing, man. Like, you know, all you want to do is fly back home or go out, you feel me, live your life, like. And that was actually the most I got paid. When I first got in the Marine Corps, I was getting 500 a check, man. That shit was rough. But real shit, though, like, I got out, man. I got this job at this bakery, and I loved it, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, I was working like a dog, though. I was working crazy hours, but I was making like $200, $250 a day. It was pretty nice. So I was getting my regular pay, plus it was in the upscale. It was in Bedford, Brooklyn. I was getting like $120 in tips a day. It was pretty nice. Some days would be 80. It fluctuated, you know, but point is, I was getting good money. So, you know, I made my check in like 4 or 5 days. I was making my checks. I'm in the Marine Corps every 2 weeks. So I was happy, you know. But real shit, like, my dad, like, really made that time worse for me. Like, I'm a person, I'm really, like, unemotionless. Like, I don't really cry much. Like, I didn't cry when he got booked up. I don't cry for nothing, like, really. Like, life has just hardened me that way where I don't really cry much. But I cry, like, when that shit happened, because that shit really hurt me, man. Like, it felt like my life was meaningless, man. Like, that was a big accomplishment, you know? And, like, knowing that your man's died over there, knowing that other people's man died, like that's my family, you know? We grunts, it's like our family, and I broke down. And I remember this, like, my father looked at me and was like, why does that even matter, man? And that shit just fucked me up. Because I just didn't know, like, I didn't know what the fuck, like, to really say. Like, that shit was fucked, man. Like, that shit hurt me. Because it's like, damn, like, that really made me understand, like, yo, you don't get me, you don't understand, and nobody will understand. Because what I went through is, like, a specific thing where it's, like, such a few amount of people understand that pain, you know? Losing your mans, like that, you feel me? And then to realize that it wasn't for nothing, you know? That happens. And I'm still working or whatever. I'm making bread. But I'm working from 3 to 11, so, you know, I'm used to being in the Marine Corps. I wake up at 6 a.m., my day done by 12, 2 p.m., and I go to the gym. So, like, it took me a while to get that routine back up. Man, fast forward like a month and a half, man, this man, my boys was pretty, he was pretty misogynistic, I ain't gonna lie. I don't use that word a lot because, you know, feminazis, but hopefully you don't cancel me. But real shit, like, I don't like using those type of vocabularies because it's like, you know, a lot of things could be misconstrued, but he would really talk to girls in a very, very offensive way. And that was definitely, like, misogynistic. Like, I remember he went up to a girl and was like, oh, I wish I had one of you. There were two of you. One of you for myself and one of you for the store. And I'm like, these bitches not saying nothing. And, like, it's crazy, right? Because me and this guy, man, like, we was real cool. I'm going to keep his name off because I ain't going to defamate his character or the business he work in, you know? But real shit, that big... He really hooked me up, man. He lived in the Bronx too, so like I was staying with my pops. My pops said he was gonna give me the apartment type shit, like, and like, you know, if you're from New York, man, my dad said a 1-bedroom for $850, they were $750. I was like, yeah, I'll take that bitch fast. And crazy thing is, he still lived. It's like 2 years later, or almost 2 years later now, yeah. No, it's like more like a year and a half. But yeah, like crazy shit is, man, he started doing shit like that, man. And one of the girls said something to him, and like he blamed me. And I guess I understood. I was the only other male there. Me and him was dumb cool. Tell me a lot of shit he did, like how he would cheat on his wife and all that, and like how he would fuck the other girls, this, that, and the third. It's crazy to me because, like, real shit, I was there and I'm chilling, and like I really was close with him, and I really thought he gave a fuck. Not that I thought, he really did give a fuck about me, because, you know, he would tell other people there, like, yo, you ain't gonna do better than this job. But he talked to me, he's like, yo, bro, go do more shit in life, man, make your money and do shit. Like, and me and him used to safe after work, man, like all that. Gave me a pen, bro, smoking, all that. I was like, what? It's like that? Yeah, me and him was active, bro. He gave me butt a couple times. He would give me a free ride all the way to the Bronx. It was his way home, you feel me? Yeah, so I ended up being let go, but out of respect, you know, he fired me. Like, he didn't fire me, but, like, he said, yo, I can't have you working here no more. So, effectively, I was fired, you know? He was like, yeah, man, but I wanted to tell you this out of respect. I shook his hand, and I dipped, and I haven't talked to him since. One day, I'm going to go up to him, though. Nice V, all that, nice fit, going crazy. But no time, you know, probably next summer. You know, we building out here in Minnesota. And then, man, I was a little sad after that, I ain't gonna lie, but I just found out about this Uber Eats shit, and I started doing Uber Eats. And first Uber Eats I was making a good like $100 a day, which honestly, man, on my own schedule, like 3-4 hours, not bad. So I'd go downtown around Fulton Street, and I do Uber Eats for like a few days. Like, they go for like every day of the week, honestly. I didn't take any days off. Now I remember my shit was hurting, my Achilles, like my leg and shit. And like I remember I popped my shit, man. I couldn't even, like, I was injured, like I was fucked. That's how much I was walking. I was averaging like 40, 30 orders a day. I was going crazy. And you know, I went down there because that's where all the rich people is. That's around, like, for those of you that are not from New York, that's like where Wall Street at. I know y'all know what Wall Street is. So, you know, mad money, super high buildings, very condensed area. People that live there got money. You know what I'm saying? Rent there goes for like $4,000 or $5,000. So these people were tipping me $10, $5 every time. Like sometimes it was lower, but you know, it was a lot of 10, 5, 20, even a $20. I want the most tip I ever got was $36. I was like, damn, that was a big ass order though. But real shit, bro, like I fucked around and I did everything I had to do. And man, July, like mid-July come through. And I got offered an opportunity, real shit, to somebody told me like, yo, listen, what you gonna do? I didn't even know what I was gonna do. I couldn't lifeguard no more. Cause that shit too, I felt like I was getting mental block, man. Like I can't do a job where I'm just sitting down anymore, like, and just doing nothing. Like it brings me back type shit. Like I gotta work now, you know, I gotta do shit. And it's just like, you feel me, like shit come through. And I did that, and then I went to welding school. I did this program named Job Corps. The VA told me about it. And, you know, some other friends told me about it and shit, Shorty and everything. And I just did that. Like, I applied. I immediately was like, I didn't want to leave New York again, but I realized my dad wasn't moving. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to Vermont because they accepted me right away. So I got accepted. Boom. 2 weeks into August, I'm already starting my online courses because they still like was doing COVID protocols where they do like this 2-month roll-up workup to go into that place. Usually they do it at the place, but yeah, I went to Job Corps and then, yeah, that happened. I'm gonna make another video because this one's 12 minutes long already, but yeah.